I want to have this discussion. I know it's out of my norm, but it's something that has affected me within the past couple of days or whatever. Let me just start out by saying this here. When I was 8 years old, I will never forget this. When I was 8 years old, I had a girlfriend. At 8 years old, I had a girlfriend. Of course, we weren't doing nothing but holding each other's hands and looking each other in the face or whatever. But at 8 years old, I had this girlfriend. I will never forget this. She dumped me. I got dumped at the age of 8. That's the first time I got dumped. At the age of 8 years old. 8! She was like 8 years old herself. Her reasons why was this. She told me, she says, "You are too nice." And I would never forget that. It puzzled me. And I asked her, I said, "Well, what do you want me to do? You want me to be mean to you or something?" I did not understand that. I could not understand that. To this very day, back then I was like, wow. I thought you're supposed to be nice to the person that you care for, that you like. Your girlfriend or whatever. That was like a natural thing. Imagine I was 8 years old. That was like a natural thing, you want to be nice to the person that you like. In order to keep them or whatever. So anyway, I looked at that. I'll never forget that. Then I have this thing that recently happened to me. I had this particular female that I really cared for. I liked her. I really did like her. This just happened just recently. No matter a couple of days ago. I've been seeing her for a while, for about a good period of time. I'm trying to court her and date her. We talked about all of this. Me and her being together. We talked. I wined and I dined her. I paid some of her bills. I give her a little money, put gas in her car and a little bit of money in her pocket, whatever. I cooked for her and her son several times. I was genuinely trying to be a good man. I wanted to be nice. Remember? My girlfriend, when I was 8 years old, said I was too nice. So this particular woman, I was being nice to her. I wanted to be that good man. Okay? I did all these things for her. I've been doing things for her. I took her out, everything. I was treating her. I was trying to treat her like a lady. Treat her like a woman. I was wanting to make her my woman. I massaged her feet. I even rubbed her body down with shea butter. I sure did. I wanted to please her. I didn't force sex on her. I never had sex with her. I wanted to, yeah, I did. But I wanted to make her my woman. I never had sex with her. Even though I rubbed her body down with shea butter. That's what I did. I come to find out through a phone call. Somebody called me to give me the heads up. All this time while I was doing all these things for this woman, treating her well, trying to be that good man, I wanted to show her something different. All this time, she's been out there giving her body up to other men. There's video and pictures of her body that I've never even seen. I've never seen her in the nude. I'm trying to be respectable. Respect this girl and treat her like a lady. I was trying to make her my woman. And so, but behind the scenes, I'm being used, and she used me. I was being used. So I'm like, what in the hell did I do wrong? I was being good to her. I was being good to this girl. I was being good to her. That shocked me. It hurted me. That really did. That hurted me. But then it hit me. I got to thinking back in the day when I was in my early 30s. I was a different person then. See, for all these 13 years that I've been single, I've been single for 13 years. I've been trying to find just that one woman, that one good woman. That's all I ever wanted. I'm thinking, I gotta be nice. I gotta be a good guy. I gotta be, help. Stand up. I mean, gotta be there for her. Gotta be a good man. Whatever. I never got nowhere. It always they didn't feel the same way I felt, or I got used, or I got dogged, or whatever. It never led to what I was looking for. And then it hit me. I remember back when I was in my early 30s, when I was a freaking player, when I didn't give a damn. I basically laid my cards on the table. Slap on the table. This is how it is. You ain't my woman, and I am not your man. You want to come spend some time with me, have a good time with me? We can do that, but when you leave here, you go about your business. But I had, back then, when I had that mentality, when I had that type of mentality, I had a lot of women then that I dealt with back then. I was a freaking dog. Believe me when I tell you that. I was like, look, hey, I'm going to take you or leave you. And I didn't give a fuck. Pardon my language, but I did not care. That's how I was. But I had these women, and they would flock to me, gravitate towards me. But what happened was, when I changed, and I got back into the scriptures, and I wanted to change my life, I wanted to be that nice guy, that good man. Guess what? I didn't have not one woman. I had been being used and dogged and treated badly, taken advantage of. Yeah, because I was that nice guy. But when I was that nigga, when I was that player, see, when you're a player, you're playing a game. Haven't you heard the saying before? Women will say this: his game ain't too tight. Haven't you heard women say that? He ain't got no game. See, in other words, he's not a player. If there's a game, then you have to have players. I was a player back then, and I played the game well. Throw the cards on the table, and I would tell these women, you want to join this game with me? Come on. And they jumped right aboard. They knew exactly what it was. They liked to talk. The way I sounded, it was a difference. I had a different mentality, and they was right up in there. They played the game with me. They became a player in the game. Some of these women I was dealing with way back then, they had men that they had at home. But they would come to my house to creep and cheat around with me. And I'm just being honest with you. I'm telling you something here that I came to understand just yesterday. And I'm like, wow, this is some crazy stuff, man. But I've treated this woman very well. I've done, look, I've done nothing wrong to her. Nothing. I'm thinking I'm doing everything right. I'm showing her that I'm a man. I'm gonna treat you well. I'm gonna treat you like you my queen. While I was doing that, behind the scenes, she's being somebody else's whore. She's doing things she's never done with me. But I was the one that was doing things for her. I was thinking that we were dating. We talked about all this stuff. Just like, wow, I was shocked. So anyway, this hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday. Hit me like a ton of bricks. I was hurt, devastated. So I came to understand this here. If you're a nice man, if you want to be that nice guy, you may end up dying alone. Because what is the old saying? What's the saying? Nice guys always finish last. Why? That statement would have never been penned or spoken or been created into existence if it wasn't true. And then I got to understand it. This is the reason why you've been alone for 13 years, because you've been trying to be nice. So it dawned on me yesterday, it hit me. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more, I ain't doing it no more. Because it's gotten me nowhere. It's got me nowhere. And back then, when I was this player, and I threw my cards on the table, and I was dealing with all these women, guess what? That's how I found my wife back then. We're not together right now, but that's how I found her. I've been alone for 13 years because I've been nice. Because I've been a nice man. That good guy. Let me tell y'all brothers something here. It comes down to this here. The alpha male and the beta male. That beta male, he's that nice guy. Bruh, you got to end that. If you want you a woman, no, They would, look, I know some sisters that I met, I didn't really meet them in person, but, I have their phone numbers. Met them on Facebook. I talk to them over the phone. They say, oh, you a nice guy. But none of them want me. They don't want to date me. They don't want me to be their man. Because I'm that nice guy. See? Oh, it just hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday. Like, wow. That's why I've been single for 13 doggone years. Because I've been being too damn nice. Because I have to go back to history, my history. See, when I was 8 years old, and that young girl told me that I was too nice. And I'll never forget that. What did she know? There was something that she knew. It was like genetics when it comes to females. They're not really attracted to that nice guy. They say they are. It's a lie. Because that nice guy, he always finishes last. Because why? Women don't really want no nice guy. Now, here's the thing. I'm not playing this game no more. I'm done with all that being nice. Because damn it, being that way, I will end up dying alone. It ain't happening no more. I'm not letting that happen. Now, what does that mean? That does not mean that I'm going to start mistreating all women. But I'm going to tell you this. My mind right now is like, look here, my mentality is going to change. It's not going to change my nature. I'm going to be a good man on the inside, but I'm going to let you know, look, this is how it's going to be here. For real. I'm not going to mistreat our women. I'm not going to do that. But that nice guy shit, that stuff don't work. It don't. You will die alone. And I'm not dying alone because women don't want no nice guy. They don't. He's viewed as weak. And that's the truth. That's the look, you have to accept reality for what it is. And I've seen it. I've lived it. Back in the day, when I carried myself like, hey, look, hey, this, hey. You know, but then when I changed, got back into the scriptures and everything, bro, I'm not gonna dismiss the scriptures, but my mentality is gonna change. You see, no more of that nice guy stuff. Ain't no more of that beta male stuff. Be an alpha male. Because if you don't, you ain't gonna have no woman. And if you find one and you still a beta male, you're gonna lose her. She's gonna run out there and give it somebody else. And that's the doggone truth. A woman wants to feel that man that, I'm not saying that I'm gonna be a tyrant. But that nice guy stuff's over. I'm done with that. Done with it. Nope, it's got me nowhere. I'm done. 13 years. I tried 13 years. It's done. Got me nowhere. And I got with this girl. She hurted me. And I treated her well. But she was out there giving to these other men. But she never gave it to me. But I was the one being nice to her. And I don't care what no one says. I'm not going back to that no more. Women ain't attracted to that. They're not attracted to no nice men. They say they are, but it's a lie. Now, I'm 51 years old, and I'm telling you the truth. They don't want no nice guy. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to be a nice guy anymore. The mentality is going to be different. I'm going back to how I used to be. That's how I found my wife back then. That's how I found her, because of the way I was. I would have never found her if I was this nice guy. I would have never found her. She's a good woman. You didn't work out and everything. I messed that up, whatever, but I don't want to die alone. I've seen that happen too much in my life, in the spans of my career. I've seen it happen too much. Older man found dead in their apartment, been in there 4-5 days, a week, even. Died alone. I don't want that to happen to me. And you know what? It hit me like a ton of bricks yesterday. It's like an epiphany. Like, this girl used me all that time, and I was good to her. We never had an argument or nothing. I massaged her. I rubbed her body down with shea butter. I massaged her feet. I'm like, how can you go wrong with that? How you can go wrong? Being nice. I can have the mentality that I used to have and still rub that body down with some shea butter. And I will keep that woman. You understand what I'm saying here? It's a different mentality. Different. All that nice stuff ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's got me nowhere in 13 years. No, it's not happening no more. I'm done. All it's over with. It's over. I'm done with that. just letting y'all know that. That's why when you think about our sisters, a lot of our brothers, we say things like they keep choosing these, making bad choices in men. Why do they make bad choices in men? Because they don't want that good man. They merely say they do, but they really don't. It's like a genetic type thing. I have to figure this out, but I know that's what it is. They don't like that nice guy. No, I was 8 years old. This little girl told me that I was too nice, and she dumped me. I will never forget that. And I think all these 13 years, I've been looking for a woman, and I found nobody because I was being nice. But before that, I had all these different women. And it's because I had a different mindset. I would take you or I would leave you. Yeah, that's how it was. I was, I had a little in me. That's what I'm bringing back. Flat out. And if people don't like it, check this out. I don't give a damn. No more. I don't give a damn. Because I treated this girl well. I treated her well. And I got freaking used. I got used. She's giving her body and everything to these other men, but I'm the one sitting there being nice to her. And guess what? I guarantee you none of them was being nice to her either. They didn't have that mentality. They were the ones that ended up being... Well, she ain't did nothing but hurt herself anyway, though, really, because none of them guys were actually going to make her... She's not the wife material. I understand all that. I understand that she wasn't the right person, all that. I understand all that. But the fact of the matter was this here. That was the epiphany. That woke me up. That woke me up. I mean, in 13 years, she was the only one I've met that I really did like that girl. I really did. And I tried to do right by her, and I got dogged and I got used because I was too damn nice. And you know what she told me? Her last text she sent me was, I really don't give a damn. Mm-hmm. Yep. Can you imagine that? So I'm like, you know what? Mm-mm. And then she blocked me off of Facebook, blocked me off her phone, gone. Just like that. Just like that. Gone. I'm like, wow. Whew. So I just want to let y'all know that. Because, hey, look, I'm not saying that I'm going to go out here and start mistreating all women, whatever. But it's like this here. Look, if you really want me, you going to have to prove it to me. Prove it. Prove it to me. Because I'm not going to, no more of that. No more of that nice guy stuff. I ain't doing it no more. And I don't care what no one think about this either. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn now. Believe that. So, hey, y'all, like I say, hey, you can take this or just leave it. I don't care.